Hi, hello, and welcome back to our YouTube channel AxelBuzz Testing, where you will learn in easy, simple way. So, our today's video topic is payment gateway testing. How to test payment gateways? What is sandbox testing? We will be discussing some complex scenarios in this video. So, let's get started. What is payment gateway testing? We can say that payment gateway testing is a process of evaluating various features of payment gateway before putting it into use to start accepting the payment online. The primary purpose of payment gateway testing is to ensure that the chosen payment gateway is secure, reliable, and deliver uninterrupted performance. Now let's understand one more concept before we move ahead. What is sandbox? A sandbox is a type of software testing environment that enables the isolated execution of software or programs for independent evaluation, monitoring, or testing. It is used for many purposes such as developing new features, testing patches, identifying or squashing bugs, or detecting cybersecurity vulnerabilities. In simple words, if you want to test payment gateways or if you want to test any payment application, first you have to set up the sandbox. There are different payment processors sandbox providers available in the market. You can check this out. How a sandbox works in software testing. The idea is to be able to test new code or feature in an ideal condition without affecting the environment or platform on which they are running. Typically, the source code of sandbox software is not tested prior to isolation, which reduces unexpected behavior. The sandbox environment is also created to mimic production environment and its behaviors to test the functionality of newly developed APIs. This way, third-party apps developers may check to validate their code by testing it against the specific web service from Sandbox. How Sandbox works in payment gateway testing. It is important to test payment gateways securely in a secured environment. Sandboxing helps to do that. Payment gateway providers provide us dummy credentials for payment transaction. By using those transactions, we can check it out whether our payment mode is working or not. Which types of testing can be done on payment gateways? Functional testing. While testing the integration of payment gateway, testing its functionality should be the top priority. While checking the functionality, consider these points. Display and working of all listed payment methods like cards, net banking, etc. Language and currency format. Notification after unsuccessful transaction via message or email anything for both customer and merchant. Notification after successful transaction via message or email anything for each customer and merchant. Redirecting customers back to the website after the checkout and confirmation of the payment. Integration testing. The next important and crucial point to test is integration testing. This covers verification of merchant's website, online store integration with payment gateways. These points you should consider. Connection of payment gateway to the correct banks. Seamless and uninterrupted communication to and fro from banking server. Transaction processing for described amount of money and currency format. Successful transaction processing for entire process in the correct order. Performance testing. Once the integration and functional testing are done, next is performance testing. It is extremely essential for the website to deliver smooth performance. A payment gateway integrated with website should achieve the desired performance benchmarks considering the following points like configuration of load balancing components, memory, network server, and space for proper functioning, working across different environments, performance while several users are trying to complete the transaction at the same time. Database testing. One of the important aspects of online transaction process is the trust of the customers. It is extremely important that as a merchant, you should assure that your customer that details they provide you for the transaction will manage properly. Database testing incorporates the following points like management and security of customers' personal details if taken any, management and security of customers' banking details if it is taken, proper format of information stored in the database, accessibility of the stored information in the database anytime. Security testing. Online transaction needs a customer to provide sensitive information like credit card numbers, CVV, etc. It is difficult to keep such information secure and safe from cyber attacks. Thus, security testing plays an important role. Implementation of authorized management, SSL certificate, implementation of safety access point, encrypted storage of sensitive information, safety from cross-site scripting, spoofing, etc. These all points need to take care while doing security testing. Let's see few test scenarios now. Test the integrated payment gateway by using various payment sources like debit card, credit card, net banking, UPI, digital wallet, etc. Check for the message that pops up at the user screen after each successful transaction. Check for return URL, notification URL, and status call to confirm payment status before making the payment as successful. Test for email messages sent to the user as a notification for successful payment. Assess if payment gateway returns to the app website after every successful and unsuccessful transaction. Look at the database entry for every transaction, which you should be in right format. Test the payment flow in each case of successful and unsuccessful transaction. Cross-check the payment flows to ensure encryption and fraud protection. Test the currency reflected by gateway as per the user's country. Check for the refund amount processing in the case of order cancellation. Some amount is to be refunded in such cases. Check for the time taken to credit the customer's account with refunds. Understand the payment flow in the case of cancellation of transaction in the middle at the customer side. Test the changing payment gateway languages. Test the result in the case of gateway stops functioning as expected during the transaction. Check the result of payment process when the session ends. Check for error pages and security pages during the payment process. Look at the messages sent to the user and merchant for successful transaction. Check if each of the payment source is selectable or not. Verify whether the payment gateway defaults to the preferred payment or not. Things to keep in mind before starting payment gateway testing. Before you begin testing, keep these things ready. Payment gateway documentation. Payment gateway documentation with error codes. Payment processor sandbox. A proper test data for dummy credit card numbers. And make sure that you understand payment gateway terminology, how payment gateway session works, parameters of payment gateway applications, transaction entries in the database if you have any database access. Don't forget to take note on how payment gateway behaves after successful transaction, how payment gateway behaves after a failed transaction, a response of payment gateway to the merchant and customer after successful and failed transaction, console during the transaction. So this is it for today. Hope you like this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We post videos on every Tuesday and Friday. If you have any queries, please let us know in comment section. Till the time, happy testing. Bye bye.